Hello, my name is Joel Pampam, and today I'll be showcasing my lab to both Part A and Part B. So, this is Part A of my lab. Um, Before we get started, I want to say key 1 here is my load, key 0 is the reset. So, right now, if I do load it in, we'll see all FFFFs, and that's because of all the keys up here, and the keys up here are all ones, and I also have my switches all set to ones. Um, so the goal of this part A is to set up a couple of numbers, so I'm going to start doing that. The first number is FEDC. So to do that, we'll have let me set that up real quick. FEDC. So we have 0011 1011, and then we have a E up here. So here's the FEDC. Loaded that in. Perfect. And now I'll reset it, and then we'll do EFBA. EFBA 0101 1101, and then the E up here. So here's EFBA. Okay, perfect. Going on to the next number, we have F987. Setting that up real quick. Here's F987 0001 and 1001. Alright, here's F987. Loading that in. There's F987. And then we have F654. So setting that up real quick. F654. F654 here, that is. And there's F654. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm still recording properly. Yep. Alright, and then we have F321. So 1000 0100. F321 would look something like this. There's F321. And then the last number for part A is 0F10. So we have all 4 zeros here at the bottom. 3, 4. And then we have a 1. So 0F10. Here's 0F10. 0F10. Loading that in. Oh, messed this one up. 0F10. There's 0F10. So that's part A. Obviously, this is my load. Key 1 is my load button, and then I also showed the reset, and I already loaded all the numbers in for this part. So that's part A. Moving on to part B of this. Let me just load that in quickly. Part B of this assignment, of this lab. Compiling that real quick. So in part B, my key 1 is going to be the on-off switch, and my key 0 is going to be my reset button. And all this is going to do is go up a 16-bit binary counter, and whenever I press reset or whenever it reaches FFFF, it goes back to 0000. The goal of this part B was to test out different mux rate, and I found it that anywhere from clock ladder 13, pin 13 to clock ladder pin 17 gives the ideal mux rate for this part B. So here I'm setting this up real quick, and then I'm gonna program that in. Okay, perfect. So I have the binary counter, the 16-bit binary counter set up. So when I press key 1, which is the on-off switch, when I press on, it should start going. Obviously, as this increments, and then it just goes on. And then if I press reset, it should go back to 0. And the reset button is key 0 here. So pressing that reset starts over from zeros. And now if I press on off switch again, it will pause at the number that we're at. So if I press it right here, stopped at 3B. And if I press the on off switch again, it will unpause and keep going from wherever it stopped. So that's part B of this lab. Thank you so much.